Thank you very much, dear Mr. Manoa Kamikamika. I would now like to welcome Her Excellency, the Foreign Minister of Indonesia, Retno Marsudi, to the podium. Please, Madam, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much, Tobias. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, colleagues. Indonesia just finished hosting the 42nd ASEAN Summit in Labuan Bajo on the 11th of May. After all ASEAN leaders left, I flew right away from Labuan Bajo to Jakarta and then transited in Singapore and Copenhagen, and finally this morning I arrived in Stockholm. So in total, more than 18 hours of flight. It is almost impossible for me to attend this forum in time, but I'm very pleased that I'm here now seeing all of you. Colleagues, the collaboration, thank you. The collaboration of the Indo-Pacific was discussed in the ASEAN Summit. The key is in the word collaboration, and we really mean that. ASEAN is strategically located in the center of the Indo-Pacific region, and this is significant for us. That is why ASEAN doesn't want to see the Indo-Pacific region becomes another theater of rivalries. It is enough to see wars in other regions. Therefore, we must work together to ensure the Indo-Pacific a region of peace and prosperity, including through this forum. ASEAN opens our doors to all countries without exception, but we have our terms and conditions. You should be familiar with this after our discussion in Paris, respect for international law, and the paradigm of collaboration. Those terms are also the most fitting ones in the Indo-Pacific, so we are trying to mainstream them in the region. We expect our partners to subscribe to the same terms in their engagement with the region. First, our engagement must be inclusive. Any cooperation framework must be open to any countries. The Indo-Pacific pie is too big to be enjoyed only by few. We are not interested to be part of another Cold War or to be proxies of great powers. Common peace, stability, and prosperity must be enjoyed by all. Second, our engagement must also be concrete. We cannot make the Indo-Pacific significant only on the paper. Any cooperation framework must benefit our people. So it cannot be confined to political and security dimension or simply norm-setting exercise. The ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific already identified 4 priorities areas of cooperation. But our cooperation must also be forward-looking to address the challenges of tomorrow. We particularly want to learn from Europe on building a greener and more sustainable economy. All in all, inclusive and concrete engagement will reduce tension, solidify trust building, and create greater interdependence between countries in the region. Colleagues, Indonesia will convene an ASEAN Indo-Pacific Infrastructure Forum in Jakarta, back-to-back with the 43rd ASEAN Summit in September. Indonesia invites your participation, including your private sectors, to participate in the forum. It is a platform to capitalize on the maximum potential of the Indo-Pacific. So to conclude, I only have one message today. Let us cooperate and collaborate concretely, inclusively, for a peaceful, stable, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. I thank you very much.